It started off like any other flu, springtime, in one of the world's largest cities. But within a week, Mexico City would look like this.
It's hard to believe this, but what you're looking at is a uniformed officer carrying a rifle outside a public hospital. We are here outside one of the largest public hospitals in Mexico City. Can't get inside. They're very concerned about crowds gathering in the wake of the swine flu. There are lots of patients inside, many of them waiting to see doctors. Many of them have been here for several hours. They have their masks on, but this is what the situation has become here in Mexico City.
Chaos, and yet patients need care. They continue to flood in all day, all night. The question is, how do you treat what you don't understand?
They came in, they were in their 20s, 30s, and 40s. They weren't the elderly or the very young that you typically associate with the flu, but these were people in the prime of their lives. They were getting sick, they were dying, and the doctors here were mystified. Over the next couple of weeks, they had a medical mystery to solve, and a lot of that solving took place right behind these gates.
We also spoke with Mexico City's mayor.
How worried are you?
Very worried.
Very worried.
The hospitals are overwhelmed not only with patients, but also with press. But we were able to get in.
I'll tell you what, it's been next to impossible to get into a hospital like this one. Finally, I told them I was a doctor. They let me in with a small camera so that we could try and figure out how they're taking care of these patients with the swine flu. Let's take a look.
We now know over the last 2 weeks, nearly 2,000 people came to hospitals like this one in Mexico, and around 150 died.
As you can see, this is one of the hallways where they're taking care of a lot of the patients with the swine flu. As you can notice here, there are no patients in the hallway. They're trying to keep all the patients sequestered in the room.
But the key to all of this is figuring out who exactly needs treatment.
One of the things that's so critical in an outbreak like this is trying to identify patients early. There were patients at hospitals like this for 2 weeks before anyone could figure out what was going on. Finally, someone realized that there was probably a virus that the world had never seen before. And they went to laboratories like this one to try and sort that out.
The hospital management did not want us to see these hospital workers upset because they weren't given masks or meds. They came out anyway and told us. Under all the pressure, Mexico City in springtime is starting to show cracks, and everyone is hoping the swine flu can be controlled, and soon. Dr. Sanjay Gupta, CNN, Mexico City.